All right, I think I'm back up and rolling. The game's not on screen, so I gotta fix that. There we go. I hope everybody's back. Apologize for that, guys. When Verizon goes down, I don't have much of a say in it, and it was, yeah, that was a little crazy. Let me refresh everything. I appreciate your patience. I don't blame you if you're not here anymore. Nobody wants to watch a dead stream. But I saw Sheriff Eli popped in for a second with the auto host. I hope he didn't scare you off. I love Sheriff Eli's streams. That's some of the best stuff on Twitch, that RP he does. But yeah, the internet went pie-eyed. And sometimes OBS freezes when it's trying to reconnect after I reset it, you know, and get everything rolling. So yeah, I appreciate y'all's patience, the ones that hung back. No worries, no worries. We're good. We're back here. And Top Don's still in Discord. I hear him.
Oh, there. Yes.
So yeah, it was just like sudden boom. And I hate that because sometimes I can see it coming, but sometimes I cannot.
Just trying to help someone do some walleye.
No worry. No
see
worries.
when it's raining next.
I'm going to be in New York pretty soon. I really am. So excuse the chair noise while I readjust. And for some reason, I can't. What am I doing here? This is being weird. All right, I may have to restart the game here. You're gonna get the black screen of death here. Pull this up while that's going on, so you don't have to look at the black screen. Yeah, Fishing Planet was being a little odd there. Wouldn't let me move around.
It's pretty good.
Being weird again now. There it is. Let's hope Fishing Planet didn't screw up for me here in that crash. Like I said, once OBS crashes, everything else has to be reset, more or less. That's when you're streaming and you're setting all this up pre-stream. You don't realize, oh, I can just turn it on and go play the game. You usually end up having to do some stuff. Let's see, we're still on the back end of that bell curve there. So we're still good here. We got a little bit of room in our basket inventory. What do we got?
I'm going to come to Mud Water to see if I can get that both in.
Okay. I've got
shiners.
3K. I mean, I've got enough right now just in the basket. So this extra is just extra work. I forgot. I got to check the license. I think it's, I don't know what it is in New York. I want to kind of fish for a little more money though than, because
New York license is...
I got the wrong thing out. Hello.
600 coins in New York.
600. So it's 31. I need 3,100. So I'm right on it right now.
Yeah.
You don't want to go in with an absolute minimum just in case something bad happens.
I know, yeah, in case you don't catch anything.
Yeah. You want to be able to pay for that second day. So going in with enough for the second day is probably where you want it. So 3,600 gets you 2 days, plus the license.
Normally, if I'm not having a good day, the pickerel do buy it a lot.
Yeah, they do. The pickerel can save you. That's why I say that's the only place where I don't mind the pickerel. because when the walleye and the pike, or mainly when the pike's not biting, when the walleye, and you can catch a walleye on a sunny day on a random, but it's mainly that rainy day. The beautiful thing about that day is it rains almost all day, so till the evening. You know,
not like
Louisiana where it's 5 to 7,
like 2 hours.
Yeah, 5 to 7. Come back, rain, come back. That's one of the
like
things.
I said,
Go ahead.
Like I said, I caught one at 7 p.m. when it was sunny, so I was quite surprised by that.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the average weight money per trout?
I like on the leaderboards how they show what time of day it was caught in. You know that's kind of cool.
I know, yeah.
I was wondering, I was thinking about, and I didn't do it because I didn't want to waste time. I'm kind of in the grind mode here. I'm catching 9 to 12 pounders here. I've seen people catch 14 pounders here in Mud River, and I wonder if they just didn't use a bigger hook or larger bait, you know.
Yeah.
I know crawfish is a huge bait. I'm not leveled enough up to buy it yet.
Yeah, that was my problem, but then when I was thingy, then when I got that muskie, it was pretty good. Pretty surprised.
That's a lot of XP, man. A ton.
It is. I need to. Right, that's for my gar, so I'll just leave that. Small carp bait.
Are we? Yeah, we're out of host mode. I didn't check the stream.
I think I'm hosting you at the minute.
Okay. No, I was just making sure that the stream was the stream.
Right.
Yeah, it's good. Sometimes I forget that.
Oh, a flag. Stupid file. Really want that flag crankbait.
That's what I've been hitting them for, is trying to get that crankbait. I've gotten fireworks and the little spinner, the
bison.
Yeah, the bison.
Actually, wait there.
I haven't used the bison on anything. I don't know. It's a spinner, so
it's too light for the bass one.
Okay.
But I got a new thing yesterday. Where is it? So I'll be able to. So I got 10 of them. I don't like having a lot of stuff.
Well, that's because when you drag them over, if you have 10, it takes up that many spots, doesn't it, in your tackle box?
Yeah, I got 10. So let's put that to backpack. Yeah, because I got the eagle spoon and the bison spinner, but I have 10 of the eagle spoons, so I'll give you 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, was it you that sent me the gift the other day, and somehow I sent it back?
Yeah.
I don't remember how I did that.
Yeah, I sent you the thingy.
Sweet.
Should come through soon, if I've sent it to the right person.
That's okay.
I've done that before. Because it's quite a good community. A lot of people had me and stuff like that. I was quite surprised.
Yeah, I've noted the community's been awesome. That's why I've stuck around. I've kind of hesitated on jumping to another game because I want to kind of see this through for a little bit. But
Same.
The only way I would do it is if the viewers were wanting to play, another open world or multiplayer co-op style game.
Yeah. Mine's normally GTA. I like GTA.
I love GTA. I do a lot of GTA. And I've dabbled in the role play a little bit as far, not streaming it, but just playing it,
That's
and
brilliant.
It's fun. It is so fun.
I follow someone that does role playing, and he's like this nasty character.
Yeah.
And he's funny. He's so funny.
It's so, I've actually stopped watching television here at night because I just turn on the Roku and watch GTA 5 and RP, you know, and just because it's so much fun. I mean, and I've been watching The Family lately. I was a member of a whitelist, the Humanity, and I stayed whitelisted for 2 or 3 weeks. And he was kind of using it as a beta, as a guy from Australia. He was the dev on it, and he was changing things up. A lot of it, I didn't know this, but a lot of the GTA 5 mods are written in French because the French are so big into the modding community there.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we were having to like help him translate what the words were. You know, it was weird. But I was a whitelisted EMS, and
that's nice.
I made good money. I was a redneck named Jim Bob. I talked like this. I'd show up on the scene like I had a big old dip in my mouth, you know, and say, "Hey, you got a big hole in your chest there. Let me fix it for you." And and Jim Bob had a mullet. He had the big long hair in the back. He got made fun of a lot. People picked on him. But it was good RP. It was fun RP. Everybody respected. Then the guy went and changed the server completely. He went to a totally different format. And he had to do that. He had to open it up for testing. And a bunch of trolls got in. And it kind of fell apart. The community kind of fell apart after that.
I think a lot do, don't they, after trolls?
Yeah, you know, and so they keep them whitelisted, but as people go on, move around, looking for a better home, looking for a better opportunity, you know, but I'm a member of a couple of discords that are RP discords that are multiple different servers. So they all get in together and they talk. None of the big ones on Twitch are part of that, but some of the smaller streamers that are doing it. STRP is part of it. Humanity.
Oh, yeah, it is funny.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
But Sheriff Eli is one of Yagam. I'm sorry about the you might have missed it, but I did DC for a few minutes there, so I don't know if you came back. You missed a DC. Couple trophies. Not much though. Not much. We've already got enough to go to New York. I'm just kind of waiting a day out. I'm gonna fill the basket, which will happen pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm going to wait until New York because I'm not going to lie, I don't like mud water. But obviously, when you're low levels...
Yeah, you know, the only thing I like mud water is I can come here and in one day catch enough catch to go to the next one. Somebody hit the historic white crappie here in Mudwater.
Wow. There we are. Someone has again. Nice.
They got the history catcher challenge. He must have caught a few different fish for that.
I think that's number 1. I think that's for catching 1.
Oh, is it for just 1? Oh, it says number 1. So yeah, that's right. I didn't see the little Roman numeral behind it.
Yeah, one of my friends, he was saying he caught 12 in one day, so he's quite close. But that's smallmouth in North Carolina, and they're quite easy to catch when you know how to catch them.
Every once in a while I freak out thinking I'm broken Fishing Planet, but I got the chat window open.
I don't like that whole tab thing.
I don't like the tab thing either. I think that needs to change. No problem, John.
Yeah, it's really funny with this John guy. I went into North Carolina and I saw him fishing for bass, and then I come into the stream and he's the one that Beastie gave the thingy to.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. First I was thinking when he won it, I was like, great, and I don't mind. I mean, the mods in here don't get reimbursed or anything. I mean, they just do mod stuff, and so I'm like, I don't want to exclude them from the possible games, because they're all gamers and some streamers too. And when he won it, I was like, oh, they're gonna scream rigged. And then he just on his own said, I'm gonna give it away. He's like, I don't, and I was like, that's cool.
That's why sometimes I don't like being mod of some things, because I was modding one, but this was for a different game. It was for FIFA, and there was a competition, and I won it, and they're all going, yeah, it's a fix.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, if you do, there's some programs you can have where you can turn down the mod chance of winning it or something.
Yeah, I can turn that off
Pretty good.
too. Lunkbot will turn it off. You can actually pick the ranks of who can be in it, or if it's just a regular. I think that's the problem with the chat commands. Is some of them are on a regular mode where you have to have 500 bones before you're a regular in here.
Yeah.
And
I'm
that's just
nearly
set.
there.
Yeah, that's just set at a. It's not. I didn't set that number. That's just what it was set at. But that's about 2 streams, 3 streams worth.
Yeah. I think mine's nearly 11 hours now.
Yeah. And I've done some adjustment on it. I'm still doing some adjustment. And a lot of times, you know, I can throw bones at everybody.
Yeah.
And I thought about doing that, and I ought to do it. Every time I hit a trophy, just throw some bones at everybody. I didn't think about it. I should have started that at the start stream. Yeah.
It was like I was on Shifties yesterday, and he was, because the catfish is 140 feet and the alligator gar is 90. I was like, oh, you need like a command thing so we can have like 90 alligator gar, because he always messes it up.
Yeah, he's talked about that. Always, all the different numbers. We need to do like a chat command that tells chat what you're fishing at, and for what you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will ask, and you don't. You can as a streamer you get the delay, but having it in chat they can copy and paste it.
I always give people help. Someone didn't the other day. I was watching some streamer the other day, and someone asked him for help, and he was proper joking about with him, like I wouldn't give him help.
Yeah.
And he messaged me, and I was just like, well, I'll give you help, whatever.
Yeah, the ones I've noticed that don't give help are they're the ones that don't play it a lot. They just jump in for 30, 40 minutes, and then they go stream something else, or they're just streaming it for the day. Then you never see them in again. Those are the ones that I've seen that aren't really connected to the community.
I know, yeah.
There was one the other day that had like 45 people in stream. Of course, he was a variety streamer. He went from this, and like 30 minutes later, he was on Call of the Wild, Hunter, Call of the Wild. 30 minutes later, he's in Arma 3. I'm like 3 hours. In like 3 hours, he did 3 different games.
Wow. I used to stream FIFA because obviously I was big on FIFA.
Yeah.
But then I was watching Hawkeye. Obviously, everyone knows who he is. And then I just got onto this.
Yeah.
And the community is really good. They're really.
And I know I've played FIFA on the console. That can be a pretty stressful game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That can stress the heck out of you.
But the FIFA community aren't really welcome to new people.
I would imagine, yeah.
They're very on the high ones.
Yeah.
The ones with like 2 million followers.
Yeah. Those are the same people that probably don't like affiliate at all.
Oh yeah.
Especially the sub buttons. I get it. I know why they're there. I mean, Twitch and Amazon wanted a piece of the Hawkeye. Who's that? Hawkeye is a great. He's a great YouTuber. I don't know. Does he stream? I haven't seen him.
He hasn't been on in a while.
I know. It's been like his YouTube videos are a year or two old. Some of them a few months. If you need tips, especially the older patch, which can help you a little bit in this. Don't get me wrong. It does. Some of the spots are still there. At least the strats are anyway. Maybe not the spot.
I know, yeah.
But yeah, Hawkeye is a YouTuber. I think he streamed for a while.
Yeah, I think he did. He was in a clan as well, but it's kind of died down now.
Yeah.
Because I've got people on mine that are in clans and stuff, and they're like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not paying 160 bait coins to join a clan.
Yeah.
It's like £8.
Yeah. So I got you, Pat.
Yeah, Pat was in Beasties. I was speaking to Pat.
Okay.
I don't know
Okay.
who Pat is. He's a pretty sound guy. He's from Holland.
Holland.
Yeah.
I've heard tell they might DLC this into Europe, which would probably make you guys happy.
I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of people complain about the game. I like it. I'm not
Yeah.
like. There's some things they do need to change, but if I can make money, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
So, but they do need to.
Well, they
do
have
some more
to.
things, 'cause-
If they're going to add boats, they're going to have to add lakes that can handle the boat. You know, the size of it.
Definitely.
You know, these are ponds. They're not real, and we call them ponds. These are, you know, not really lakes.
Yeah.
You know.
Your lakes are quite big.
Yeah, what we call lakes here, they've, you know, you can't see one end to the other end of them. You know, usually small lakes you can, but something like this we would call it we might call it a small lake, but we'd probably call it a large pond.
Yeah, it's like you have thingy ponds there. You pay, don't you, to catch fish or something?
Yeah, there's
something like that.
there's some pay to catch. I don't ever use those, but there's one not about 8 miles from my house. They have cabins you can rent and stay in, and all the ponds are spread out over the property, and you can. They come with a little shade, and you can sit there and fish and barbecue while you fish, and then what you catch, what you keep, you go check out, and you pay by the pound, basically, based on the fish.
We don't have that here. It's very strange here. Very strange.
Well, I know our laws are different. Each state here, like Texas and then California, has different fishing and hunting regulations. The federal guidelines, there are some federally protected hunted species, but very few that the states deal with. So when you go to Texas, there's a certain size crappie you can keep, a certain size bass you can keep, and there's a limit, a daily limit as to what you can catch. If you go to California, it might be a little different. If you go to Oklahoma, it might be a little different.
Yeah.
And I fished in Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma. So.
Wow. In Florida, if you catch a snakehead, that you have to kill it or something.
A snake?
Something like a snakehead, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we used to have a problem with turtles. Snapping turtles is what we call them here.
Yeah.
And the snapping turtle will. The rule of thumb is when it bites onto something, it will not release its it stays clamped. And so when it gets onto your line, you cannot remove the hook. You literally have to kill the turtle, cut the head off to get, you know. And if you cut the line, it's considered inhumane to cut the line and let the turtle go back with the hook in its throat, you know.
Wow.
But that's what every time I've ever caught a snapping turtle, all the adults when I was a kid that I fished with, get the knife, you know, they get it in the boat.
Chop it off.
You chop off the head. When we caught a snake, we always chop the head off. The snapping turtle's jaws are very, very strong here, and some of them are relatively small. They're not protected. They're not. Snapping turtles are not. They're like kind of like the water rats. They're everywhere, and they're the bubbles. When you're out in Texas fishing, and you see bubbles about 20 or 30 feet out, that's a turtle. They'll come up for air, and they'll go back down. But they're the snapping turtles. They're quite dangerous. You end up if you get bit by one, you're going to the hospital. The jaws are so strong, and we literally have to kill the turtle. It's sad. It's sad. It's only happened to me like 2 or 3 times in my life. I'm not going to say that it's a regular thing, but normally when you fish turtle and you see the turtle, you don't fish the bubbles. No one's worried if they're killed for fishing purposes. In Texas, it's considered kind of a nuisance animal. Now, the bigger turtles, like the soft-shell turtles, that's a different story. They're larger species of turtles. These turtles are like bullfrogs or frogs. You see them everywhere. They stay to themselves. I mean, they don't come bite humans. But what can happen is if you're trying to pull a hook out of its mouth, it'll clamp down on your thumb while it's, hurting from the pain of the hook. But they jump on your line.
You will be done.
Yeah, but if you just see a snapping turtle, they stay to themselves. But yeah, when you hook one, it kind of means there's no way to really get the hook out. You could cut line and turn it back into the water, then it's going to live with a hook in its throat. You know, you're kind of it's like I said. I think maybe once a year, somebody in my family catches one. The other day, my boys were out fishing a crappie house. They caught one. Luckily, the hook was it was in the side. It was actually snagged, so they just used the pliers to pull the hook out and set the turtle free. Had the hook been in the mouth, they would have not even attempted the pliers to get it out because, yeah, the head is
At least we don't.
Yeah, the head wiggles around and it's so flexible that you really can't get pliers in the mouth without putting your fingers down there by the mouth. It's more of a danger thing, you know. Kind of like dealing with snakes in Texas.
Quick.
Yeah, they're very quick. They kind of move their head around real fast. If you find a snake in your house, you'll hear a gunshot in the middle of the night or in the middle. That's somebody killing a snake where I live. Usually,
wow.
You call the police and say, "I just shot a snake." They'll come by. You put the snake in a clear plastic bin on your porch, and they'll dispose of it for you. They just want to know you shot a snake. But
wow.
the rattlesnakes around me is not so bad, but if more rocky areas, they're killed frequently. Yeah. They're so thick. I mean, they're literally like rats. I mean, they're that bad in some places. Some gunshots are normal. I wouldn't call them normal. I'm around Dallas. I'm in the rural area. During hunting season, they're relatively normal. During rattlesnake mating season, you'll hear 1 or 2 a week. And if they don't have a gun, they usually call the police or animal control. Animal control usually has a 24-hour emergency number. They'll get some guy out of bed. He'll come to your house. Yeah, that's animal control. And they will try to remove the snake for you. There are also private pest control companies that will come get it for you. Some of them are 24 hours on call. You can pay to have them. If you want to use animal control for your county, you have to wait till they get there. If you call a pest control company, they tend to show up faster. I was trained as a young scout into what to do. Well, here's the deal. I mean, where my brother lives, we shoot skeet and clay in his back pasture area. And at any given day, you'll hear shotguns going off in his neighborhood. He lives out in the country, but there's still, I would call it a neighborhood. The houses are still within, 100 to 200 feet of each other. We shoot skeet, clay, trap, all in his pasture area. Where I'm at on dove season, which is September 1st, or Labor Day, you'll wake up in the morning, and when the sun comes up, you can hear the doves. I mean, they hunt really, really close. Snakes, as long as you call the police or you trap it, and that's what I did. The last one I found, I used a plastic bin and just covered it and put a rock on top of it. It wasn't coiled. It was just laid out on the patio. I had a little training. I don't go touch the snake. I literally took, a stick. I set the plastic bin up on its side, tilted it over. I was a good 6 to 8 feet away. It was a 3 to 4 foot long snake. So that I was outside of striking distance, and tipped it over. Once it was in the plastic bin, I just set a rock on top of it, called animal control, and they come and picked it up. The snake wranglers around here make good money. A lot like in Louisiana, there are alligator wranglers. They go get alligators. East Texas, alligators are normal. I've actually been on a golf course where there were alligators walking around. It's scary as hell the first time you go. I'm not making this up.
Amazing.
Literally, you play golf, and there are areas where there's a sign at the tee, and you say, watch for alligators on this hole. They tell you that when you enter the golf course. And
wow.
If you get near a gator, you just don't play that ball. You drop where you can drop. It's called a gator drop, And They don't. I don't. We never penalized the guy if he hit one near the gator hole. Went, no, you're not going to have to go over there and get your ball. You just lose your ball like you hit it and out of bounds and can't find it. But
and in England we're scared of foxes. Like there's alligators there.
I saw my first fox last year. It was weird. I work at a high school.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're on the edge we're a rural community, and we're not small, super small. I mean, there's 10,000 people in the community area. And there's 3 or 4 towns around us that have about the same amount of population, but we're still kind of out in the country. And so we're out there in the middle of the day, going through our stuff and at school, and I look up, and right beside the baseball field, there goes a fox. And I'd never seen one except for on TV. And I asked a outdoors guy, a friend of mine, I says, what was that? He goes, that was a fox, man. And it hopped right through the school. And not through the school, but through the school property. And but
yeah, we get them here a lot. Right.
Now here, where I grew up, coyotes, when the sun goes down, you can hear them hundreds of yards away. They don't mess with you. They don't like lights. You can get them howling pretty good. If you play a recorded howl, they will return the howl to you. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
And they bark more than they howl. It's not more. There's Beastie in chat. Look at Beastie Gamers.
There he is.
But that was my first fox. I guess in Europe, in England, UK, it's probably a little more common.
Oh yeah.
To see a fox.
You get them quite a lot. Not like you can't just go out and see them, but like if you went to the right area, you could.
Yes, Beastie, my keep net is full. I've got some pickerel I want to get rid of.
Here he is.
I don't hear any mountain lions. I have had hunters, tell me they've heard mountain lions in the area when they go hunting. And they call them, I don't know what they call them. Because there's no mountains near us. We're in a pretty tree area. It's tree lined. We got a lot of oaks here. If you move about 20 minutes to the east of us, there's a lot of pines. Yeah, that's what they say. Some people, I think that's a lot of the Bigfoot sightings is mountain lions. They hear the mountain lions and they think it's a person screaming. And it's really just a mountain lion. It is pretty peaceful. I live in a kind of a satellite neighborhood off of our main community, and I've got some land around me. It's really nice at night to go out on the back porch and just, watch it, I'm about 20 minutes from a large reservoir called Cedar Creek, and great fish in there. The lake I love to go to is about 2 hours away from me. It's a small private-owned lake. Privately owned. All the property is privately owned. There's little to no public property around it, so you got to know somebody there. All right.
How come you're in Missouri?
Because I'm broke. Actually, I'm doing the grind. I moved I started out in Texas, and I'm about to go to New York.
How come you're broke?
Because I went to Louisiana, and I didn't have a big enough keep net, right? And I kept buying days in Louisiana because I was loving catching those fish and getting that XP. And I leveled up, and then I said, you know what? I need to buy a new keep net. And so I got a new keep net. And now I had to go back to Texas and kind of start the grind back over on money, which now I've got enough to go.
I'm surprised you haven't got the Fish Castle XXL out of it.
I haven't got the DLC for it. I just haven't.
Pack yet.
I just haven't. I'm gonna wait. I want to grind it out and see if I can get it. I may not be able to. I may have to do the DLC.
Tell you what, that premium helped.
The premium does help. What I'm doing is I kind of turn this into a learning lesson. And
What level was I last time I saw you?
You were
36?
20. You were.
I'm now.
You were trying to get into
40
Alaska, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm now a prestige 1.
Prestige 1. Sweet. Did you get into Alaska before the license expired?
Ah, yeah, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
In fact, it is still available till 11 p.m.
Sweet.
and it is 9 p.m. at the minute. So
All right. So I got to set up some pike, walleye, reel rigs. It's not that big of a deal.
I'm surprised you're not buying yourself anything.
I'm just showing that it can be done without. You can grind Texas to Louisiana money wise without going premium. I decided I wasn't going to go premium. I was going to do this the hard way. It's more of a streamer thing.
I don't know what that is.
Don always fishes in Louisiana, don't you?
Yeah, he does. He does a lot.
He says he's got like over 100k in cash.
Yeah.
It's alright for some.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've 117 at the minute. I spent like 10k just a minute ago.
All right, so these are all going to be way too light.
Really, what you ought to be doing is trying to get yourself into Michigan and catch some of those historic musky.
I can't do Michigan until I'm 30. I did level fast in Louisiana underfishing. I was kind of undergeared fishing those cats. I just didn't have the basket to hold them in. That was and I knew that was going to happen. I blew through too much money.
How much is it to unlock it early?
Oh, I don't know. I ain't even looked.
You can use bait coins to unlock.
Yeah, but I spent my bait coins on some cranks.
I've got 99 bait coins.
I had like 34 or 40 of them. I dropped them on some bait on yeah. Taking everything I can this time.
What was that?
I'm surprised you don't have a bigger thing to have more rods.
Oh, that just came with this DLC. I haven't upgraded to 3 rods yet.
Most people at your level have 4.
I could probably buy one. I'm just trying to. I gotta save my money here.
I've got
That's
7
why-
rods.
Yeah, that's why I bought the pike pack, because it was 7 rods at level 20. So, and I had like 6 rods. So, are them sport DLC any good?
I bought the heavy.
yeah.
I bought the sport heavy one. And
Heavy.
yeah,
Heavy.
it was decent.
Basically, everything else to me was had no use, so I sold all the other parts of the sport gear apart from the jersey, the cap, and the heavy casting rod. in the ring.
I just caught chat. Yagam, I don't mind. Let me see if I can find a pic. I don't have my cam. The cam I have doesn't work with Windows 10. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't know if I have that the picture in this one. Where's it at?
Oh, that heavy sport one's quite good, isn't it? £50.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. But I know you can get a You can get a bundle, can't you, for like 13 quid?
Mhm.
Which is pretty good.
I'm lucky there really that I've got the Fish Castle X or double XL
Yeah,
heat
so
net because it's cost
What did I do with
100,000.
that?
Cost
Do you know-
100,000 cash. So,
repairing that, oh my god.
I know it's only like 300 something for me.
I always have to repair it and it's like 20k because I don't repair it straight away. I leave it until the end.
Yeah.
So it's like 20k and I don't know if I want to
You have to bear with me on the
repair it.
pictures. Well, that's not going to work. Might have this one too.
Well, I think I'm going to go and fish down in California.
California. If any of you guys are going to go live here shortly, I'm not going to be going too much longer.
Well, I might go live for a little bit.
Throw a host shells away.
I've just been setting up some things. I've got notifications that pop up on screen now, and I've got a donations button. So yeah.
Alright, I'm about to go through. Someone wanted a face reveal. I don't know where this will pop up right on top. I don't know how large this will be.
What's that?
That looks
cheeky
pretty
little
freaking
peacock?
big. No, it don't.
What's that?
Yeah, there I am
cheeky
right
little
there.
Peacock bastard in there.
That is
There
old
he is.
Coyote. That's me without a clean. They weren't happy with me that day. That was a work pic I took, and I wasn't clean shaven. Not that I have a lot of whiskers there at all. But yeah. I was trying to find one that wasn't like super family picture. You know, I'm sure y'all love to see that, but yeah. Not half
And then
bad.
you've got, like, this
Well, that's good.
cheeky.
You have to smile.
Next to your face.
Yeah, it's you have to kind of smile, but you're working, so they're like, "Come take your picture." This is for like the yearbook, and if you do anything that gets you put in the news, usually that's bad, but yeah. Let's put the fish on there. What was that?
What is it? A peacock bass? That fish.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an icon out of that if they'll let me.
Peacock bass. Peacock bass.
I think they let you if you edit it yourself. If you edit it a bit.
I went and cut the background out of it, edited it, made it transparent. You know, I could do some color. I could do some color changes on it if I needed to. I could also add some text on there. I did the peacock because that was my first ever historic. Of course, I was in Florida. It's historic season, so.
My first ever historic was a largemouth in Louisiana.
I caught one of them last night.
Yeah. People are saying that they're getting hard to catch now, but not really. But,
I saw a bunch yesterday get caught.
yeah. There was no
Yeah,
end to striped bass in California.
This guy called Reese, he's pretty good at catching them.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's old Coyote. Hopefully we'll do August, maybe we'll get the cam rolling. We'll see. I gotta buy the cam, and right now would have been a good time to do it. But I had to make a choice, giveaway or cam, and I went with a giveaway. That paid off fairly well, especially for John.
sheets on my birthday.
Mm.
Apparently, I've only ever caught 81 unique fish, 258 trophies, and 1,035 common.
Oh, heck. It's fine. No, the giveaway was to kind of bump me up so I could get above that